So it is Friday evening and we have got Barney for the weekend, and Jack has just gone out for dinner with some of his work friends. So I'm on mum duties tonight. Me and Barn, we're just out for our evening walk. He's being a naughty little boy, to be honest. No, he's all right. He's just, don't you dare go in the puddle. Barney, no! Get out the puddle. Oh, God, it's because I wasn't paying attention. Well, that is just comedy gold for him. Oh, yeah, great. Just shake me, that's fine. I'm going to have to run upstairs and grab a special towel that we've got for him now to dry him off. That's great because he likes going on the sofa, and it breaks my heart a little bit inside when he gets on there and he's all dirty. So anyway, yeah, we're just out on our evening walk, and obviously this is only his second time staying, fourth or fifth time maybe actually coming to a new area. So obviously there's loads of smells, and this is a popular dog walking route. Barney, we're going to go there tomorrow. We'll go through there tomorrow, come on. Someone in there with a dog, and that's a little field just through there, so we're going to take him through there tomorrow when Jack's back with me. But yeah, the walk is a solid 20km/h pace because he just keeps sniffing everything, and he has this tendency to roll in the long grass, and you have to just bribe him to get up basically. So yeah, Barney's keeping me company tonight. I want to paint my nails because they're looking pretty gross, and I'm probably going to watch a film on Netflix. So yeah, that's my evening plans. We've got a few things to do this weekend. Let me just turn this round. So I'm filming on my phone because I wasn't planning on filming at all, so I didn't bring the camera, but I thought why not just take the opportunity. So this weekend, basically last weekend, we had our fence replaced. So it was originally 4 foot with some trellis on the top, so we've raised it up to 6 foot because the neighbours have got young children, but also our seating area is going to be on the patio where the 4 foot fence was. So it's just a bit of privacy for both of us, but basically the fencing company gave us too much material, but also the extra material they gave us is absolutely pants and has got loads of splits in it, loads of missing chunks of wood. It's feather edge, so it's just, it's so hard to multitask when you've got a dog. So yeah, we're going to take those faulty bits back. I already spoke to them earlier in the week and they're fine with it, so we've got to take that back to the fencing company. We're going to go to B&Q because I need to get a few plant pots, because basically I don't think we've actually updated much what we're doing in the garden. I'm not sure, but essentially the back bit of our garden was a flower bed, and we've taken it out and we're going to be putting an outbuilding there, which is going to be a gym and a shed. So we took all of the plants out the back and we managed to rehome all of them, other than the ones that we were going to keep. And yeah, so that was really good because none of them got wasted. Well, other than one that I did give to my brother, and unfortunately it was too big for his garden and he had to get rid of it, which is sad times because yeah, I don't like waste. But yeah, the ones that we decided to keep are currently in our potato bags because the potatoes have come out already, just whilst they're just being housed basically until we have our actual flower bed put in. So yeah, I then decided since then that I want to grow winter potatoes, so I need to rehome the plants again out of the potato bags into pots. So I need to get a couple of extra pots because I don't have anywhere to put them. So we need to do that, and then I'm going to try and persuade Jack just to do a few tasks around the house. So just put up some shelving in our under the stairs cupboard, because things like the iron right there are just currently on top of the tumble dryer, and every time I do any drying, mainly towels at the moment because they're still brand new or very new, they're really fluffy, so I'm trying to tumble dry quite a lot of the fluff out because they just don't dry very well when they're too fluffy. Anyway, I digress. I just need him to put some shelves up basically in the wardrobes and... Oh great, there's another dog. And the end of the stairs cupboard. So just general little tasks that will make such a difference. So hopefully he doesn't drink too much tonight and he's feeling very kind and generous over the next couple of days, so I can crack the whip and get some of these jobs done. So yeah, we're going to bring you along on our weekend, probably show you a few of the house updates, because I don't think that we've shown many. We've been a bit slacked with showing everything because, to be honest, it's got to the point now where we just try and get things done when we can, and to get the camera out or the batteries haven't been charged, I've been charging them today, is just like another thing to remember basically. So I'm going to go because there's a dog up ahead and I'm not very good in these situations because I've never had pets growing up, and I need to give Barney my full attention just in case things go south. So goodbye. So I literally just went upstairs to get my nail stuff so I can paint my nails. And this little monkey has decided to steal my seat. Haven't you? He's very strategically placed himself on the very edge of the blanket. But you need to budge up. Yes, you do. Your seat's over here. That's my seat. Barney, don't ignore me. You need to go over there. Come on. Come over this side. Dad brought this chaise long just for you. Oh, yeah, you're being a good boy now. You're listening. Well done. Thank you. Thanks. So I'm just watching, well, about to watch Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. So the second one. Excuse the fencing, by the way. This is what I was saying about earlier in the other clip. So those bits are either bowed or have splits in them. Anyway, I've got my gin, the essentials, and I'm just going to have a couple of digestive biscuits. And Barney Plops over here was just sniffing them because he wanted one, but he's just had a treat and obviously he can't have chocolate. So this is my evening setup. Good morning, everyone. So it is now actually Saturday.
Good afternoon.
Yes, Saturday afternoon. We have run a few errands this morning. So as I mentioned yesterday, we had some fencing materials to take back. We went to a little plant clearance sale and B&Q and got a few little bits and pieces, but the weather was terrible, so didn't bother taking the camera. We had the dog. It was all very stressful. I'll quickly show you what we got plant-wise. So we got this fuchsia from B&Q. It was £3.50 in the clearance, and I think this was... What was that called?
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. And I think that was a helium, but again, I'm not really sure. Anyway, colourful flowers from a little plant clearance sale. They were £3 each, just to add a bit of colour to the garden, to be honest. So, yeah, we just had a bit of lunch. And now we're going to change the smoke alarms.
Yes, because our neighbour actually said the existing ones are a little bit rubbish, and well, part of my job with the electrical work is obviously we do fit and replace smoke alarms in all the properties we work in. So we're just going to stick up some of the ones that we use, ACO, instead of the Dita ones that are up there, just to basically get ahead, because so yesterday evening Corinne got a message on, well, there was a message on the residents group that someone's alarm were beeping, which basically means the backup battery is on the way out. So we're jumping before we get pushed. We're going to just change them all to the proper ones, so they're all good and, you know, just better. And so that's my job. Saturday, day off, and I'm working.
Yes, and I just wanted to quickly show you the garden update. It says Barney nicked my space because he's a naughty little boy.
Hello, mate.
So I can't remember really what we've shown you, so I'll just run through it again. So apologies if I'm repeating myself. But I definitely took clips of this bit being dug out with my brother on the digger and Jack and I on the barrows. But last weekend we actually concreted the base. So obviously it's very wet now because of the weather. But the base is down, all dry, all set, ready for the building to go up in a couple of weeks. And we also replaced the fence. So the fence on the right hand side was 4 foot with a foot of trellis. and the neighbours have got children, but also eventually the shed is going to go and our table and chairs is going to go over there. So it's just a bit of privacy for everyone. Obviously we can use that part of the patio now with no problem of having the neighbours peering in or vice versa. So yeah, obviously the actual garden itself is pretty much a tip at the moment. We're going to get rid of this mud hopefully over the next few days. This is just leftovers from when we dug out the back, and then Jack also, as you can see, has put some ducting in for power to go to the outbuilding. So yeah, a few little bits we need to do in the garden, but the weather's just not the one. And then these are plants that we dug out the back of the garden when it was a sleeper flower bed that we decided to keep, and all of the others, as I said yesterday, we rehomed. So hopefully, well, not hopefully, it'll be sad, but over the next few weeks all of the veg, or a lot of the veg, is going to obviously die off, so we'll have a lot more space, which will be nice in terms of planning where to put things. And then the last thing that I definitely did show you, and it will probably be in this video, maybe another video, but the barbecue. So the battery died and Jack ended up finished building it because I was still working, so it's now outside under its little cover. Eventually we will show you it in all its glory. But yeah, so that's...
So all we need to do, sorry to jump in, is we're just going to get a cover for, I don't know if you said that, for the table and chairs. So just get a giant cover to cover it all, protect it from the weather, especially in the winter. And we need to get a gas bottle, get all that stuff done, get the shed moved, get the table in position, and then we'll be ready for, hopefully, grab a couple of barbecues before the end of barbecue season.
Yes, and then also just out here, I don't think we've shown you that we've got extra planters now. So originally we had the one planter on its side in front of the shed, and we were going to put a flower bed along here. I think I did say that before, but we decided in the end to just put a couple of extra planters with plants in it, because there is actually a pipe the other side of them, so obviously in terms of accessing it, etc., for maintenance, and we just didn't want to cause any problems, so that was our solution. And then down this side we are going to have a few slabs to walk up to the outbuilding, and then probably, hopefully, some sort of plant growing up the fence, just for a bit of colour and just to disguise a fence, because fences are ugly. And then we're probably going to put a pagoda on the right hand side over here. We just need to decide how big, etc., and then get my brother down to do that either this year or next year. So yeah, they're the updates in the garden. We have got our coffee table and sideboard arriving hopefully in the next couple of weeks, and our bedroom furniture as well. So story time about, because I don't think that I've actually addressed it in any of the videos. So basically, let me just sit down. We ordered some bedroom furniture from Dunelm back when we were ordering all of the furniture for the house, and literally 2 days before it was meant to arrive, they cancelled the order because there was low stock of our chest of drawers for our bedroom, because as you would have seen from the empty house tour, there's built-in cupboards, so there's no space to have a chest of drawers and bedside table, but we need the storage, so we decided to go for chest of drawers either side of the bed to double up as a bedside table. So we then obviously were left with a situation where we had to find new bedroom furniture as quickly as possible. So we went on the hunt in Kent, and we went to Fab Furniture, and we found some lovely bedside tables, chest of drawers, whatever you want to call them. And whilst we were in the shop, they did a matching coffee table and sideboard, but obviously different colourways. So we've gone for oak in the bedroom, and then we've gone for oak and like a mushroomy, creamy sort of colour, isn't it?
Yeah, something
like a
that.
Contrast for in the living room. So we then cancelled the stuff from Dunelm, and it was meant to be a 7-week wait with Fab Furniture.
Yeah, built oak that's built in Germany.
Because it's all made, like, it's like made.com essentially.
Handmade to order.
Yeah, so we can't return it, you know, you can't make changes, etc. Once you've sort of committed, you're committed. And we are up to about week 11 or 12. So. But
the annoying thing is...
let me turn it around this way.
Yes, turn it around to me and handsome man. we keep getting calls, or Corinne keeps getting calls every like week or two from Fab Furniture, and they're like, "Oh yeah, your furniture should be with us, you know, by this date, and whatever." Whereas it's like when we were in the shop, they said, "We'll contact you when we have it, and we can arrange delivery." So like, they keep every 2 weeks like giving us an update,
giving us false hope.
Not knocking them there. Like when we were there, the sales people were really nice, friendly, and helpful, good service and everything, but. It's like we don't need to know. I just want to know when you have our furniture. We will then arrange delivery. I don't need updates every 2 weeks on where it is.
Yeah, so
that's my only thing.
Yeah, it's annoying because obviously we've been so long without it now. It just seems surreal to think we're actually going to get it one day. But obviously this is actually a TV stand, which we're just temporarily using as a coffee table, and then we will either be selling it or donating it because Jack hates it. So. Yeah, and then what we're going to do is obviously have the sideboard here. So then all of these DVDs, we've got board games and stuff, can go in that sideboard. That's some rope that Jack needs for the cable outside. And then these are just the cushions from our sofa because black cushions and a white dog do not go. And then...
that has lots of hair that seems to fall off it and like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah, but then hopefully this little area here will look a little bit more put together. In the printer box is actually our potatoes, which I wouldn't have shown you. We've only showed people on Instagram. But as you would have seen from previous videos, we grew our own veg. Sorry, you can't even see. And one of the things we grew was potatoes. So we're working our way through those. And we, as I mentioned last night, are going to be growing winter potatoes as well. So that'll be really nice. And we've also got spring onions and beetroot that we're working our way through as well. And as I said, Jack needs to do some shelves because I actually watched the footage back and realised that I sort of cut myself off with what I was saying. But basically I have to take the iron out every time we put the dryer on because there's nowhere for it to go. So I just need Jack to put some shelves just in the middle here because we've got just the extra bits for the Hoover. We've got some drinks, kitchen roll, you know, just general things that need a home just to make it a little bit easier to sort of get in and out of here. But then you can see what you've got. And then obviously the iron can go over there. So it would just be nicer. Obviously with this horrible weather, the dryer is going to be used a lot more. And yeah, and then we've got this mop and broom holder. Again, I'm not sure if I've shown you already, but it's just, you know, a nice little space saving hack. We've got our pegs for the washing line there as well, our dustpan and brush. So yeah, if Jack can do me some shelves, then that would be lovely. And then probably won't bother painting them or anything today. That can be a later date. Yeah, anything else to add? I mean, you literally look like the most dad-looking bloke known to man with these slippers.
How my life has changed. Sat here having a cuddle with the dog in my slippers. Going plant shopping on a Saturday. What has happened to my life? I'm only 24 years old.
He does not like the plants.
I do like the plants.
No, you don't.
They're growing on me. I get the
you
peppers.
You sit on a throne of lies.
I get the peppers in and out the fridge, in and out the shed every day.
Why won't that focus on you?
But no, I'm lying.
Because you're too ugly. Right? So yeah, we're going to crack on with these smoke detectors now and check in with you a bit later. Here we have a strange creature, not in his natural habitat because he's never actually at work. Oh, I can't stop it zooming in.
I've got to check that because I've turned off what is labelled. So, lesson to all you DIYers out there, don't just, because the fuse board says...
This one's for you, Bradley.
Just because the fuse board says it's a set circuit, approved tester or volt stick, whatever you DIYers have, make sure you check, because I've just turned off what should be the smoke alarms and it's still live, so I'd have got a nice little tickle. So
probably need it.
Safety first, kids. Mate, with the state of my heart, I think I'm about one shock away from dying.
So we've just done the smoke alarms.
That's nice and level, yeah. Nice, how nice, look at that.
And Jack is now just doing the shelves. So originally we were going to do batten supports, but unfortunately I was outnumbered by Jack and my mum. to do wall brackets, because it's obviously not being fixed either end. It's just going to go in the middle. So we nipped a screw fix and got these brackets, and hopefully we should have some lovely shelves by the end of it. We have sustained an injury in the workplace. Jack's just
into one of the brackets,
and his head was just bleeding quite a lot. It's obviously toned down a little bit now, but this is why you need a hard hat.
Gotta get work like a slave, you see.
No, you don't.
Isn't that right, Barney?
He's lazy.
So here is, other than obviously painting the shelves, here is the finished product. As you see, perfectly close to the ironing board. We've got 3 shelves, maximising space, still allowing for the tumble dryer and the carpet shampooer. Obviously this is just what we've got at the moment. Like I say, going to just gloss all 3 so they're all the same. As obviously you can see, it's different material for the bottom one. But yeah, pretty happy. Brackets are from Wicks. Brackets are from Screwfix. It's a pack of 10. So that was ideal. And then we had just some MDF offcuts. And yeah, now I feel like the understairs / utility cupboard is being used to its maximum. Along with our little door. Excuse the holes we need to fill where we moved it down. But yeah, our little door bracket for holding things. Feel like we're really making the most of the space we have. So pretty pleased with my carpentry work. On to the next shelves, which is going to be in the wardrobes in our room and in the spare room, just so we have like 2 layers of shelves. Otherwise it's kind of just one shelf with a lot of space above it and we waste a bit of space. So on to the next job. Cheers, Corinne.
So the other update in the house is the downstairs toilet. So I painted this last weekend, and we wanted to go for a seaside themed in here, basically, a seaside theme. So we were going to paint it blue, but we decided because of the size of the room it was going to be too overpowering, so we decided to accessorise with blue instead. So we have got, this is actually the remainder of my nail varnish holder, but we didn't want it to go to waste, and I think it looks pretty nice in here. So we've got some seagulls, lighthouses and boats. Excuse the towel if you can see it in the shot. Jack and his grubby mitts will be the death of me on that white towel. We've then got these from the range. Oh, so all of that stuff was from Amazon, even the nail varnish holder. These were from the range, so octopus, crab and tortoise.
Turtle,
same thing.
No, it's not.
And then we've just got a vase here with some blue stones in it. So yeah, another room ticked off. We've also got our soap dispenser there, and the bin, and the toilet brush holder as well. They're from Asda. And then this was from Wilkinson's many moons ago, and it was in my beauty room, but I did a little upcycling project. Can't remember if I told you about that or not, but basically this is just to house Barney's toys and toilet roll.
Hello everyone, it is Sunday morning. It's quite noisy, and as you can see, we have we've got a bit of wind and the tomatoes are blown over. Take 2, we just had a disaster with the tomatoes falling over. So Corinne is just mowing the grass as she loves it, with our beautifully reserviced and good as new mower from France. As you can see, Barney loves the lawnmower and gets in the way. So, as you can see, that big dead patch of grass, there was a tarpaulin with remaining mud and concrete from the base of the outbuilding. We've now bagged all that up and it's out on the driveway ready for my dad to collect, along with his shovel and a few other bits that we borrowed from him. We're keeping 1 bag of rubbish, and that's Corinne's brother's tarpaulin, so that'll be gone soon. We've got some of the remnants of the fence that we are keeping because we will probably use it on our outbuilding. And just generally, we've obviously had a bit of a shift round, so the barbecue's in position. The table's not going to go here. The table is going to go over where this shed is when we get rid of that. But basically, yeah, it's all coming together. Corinne's just falling down the trench. The ducting's all rolled up ready for when we get the armoured cable and the data cable out to the outbuilding, which obviously I'll be doing. But we need the shed to be moved so I can get the patio up to come along and then bring my ducting up somewhere near the corner of the house so I can then clip along low level and come into the house where the fuse board is. So basically, yeah, that's where we're up to. Had a bit of a sort out in the garden. Obviously, a lot of the plants just keep getting moved around. Yeah, the one nice thing about a small lawn is it takes about 10 minutes to mow. Yeah, all the plants keep getting moved around, but obviously once things are a bit more sorted, things will have more permanent houses. But also, yeah. Next year we'll plan a bit better, and I think we've grown a little bit too much. Next year we will plan a bit better and probably grow a bit less on the veg front, because we have had a lot, but it's been... Or maybe we'll grow more. She's obsessed. And yeah, here we go. 3 more cucumbers off Mr. Q, as I've named him. I mean, he is like a child. I put him in and out the shed every night. You know, put him to bed, wake him up in the morning. So yeah, we're doing all good. We've got some strawberry plants.
Last weekend, so these ones are really good. They came with little runner plants. So for anyone that doesn't know, they produce the little baby plants. You put them in the compost.
All right, Barn.
Around January, I think it is. You snip the plant off and then.
You good boy.
Basically, but the 4 tomatoes took a batch of them last night in the wind, and one of our tomatoes.
Anyway, we'll catch up with you guys later. That's our little update. Shush. So, good afternoon, guys. We have been fairly busy. Just, well, I can't really take the credit for this. Corinne has organised the shed. Obviously, this shed is not staying, and within hopefully the next kind of 3-4 weeks it will be gone. But just for the meanwhile, while we're still having to live with it, had a bit of a sort out, neaten up the shelves, sweep it, and all that. Also, it will make it easier organising our stuff when we move it into our new shed. Again, the garden and patio is just a constant moving project. So, as you can see, the small planters that were by the window, Buddha and Dog are now there, and Snowman are now back over in their original space. Tomatoes are against the fence. Just kind of shifted a few things round, neatened things up. I think, I don't know if we said about this earlier. Anyway, as you can see, the concretey mud that was there on the tarpaulin where the grass is dead is gone. And these little beauties they've just had their second coat on that side. They are the shelves for our bedroom. So we got the shelving brackets mounted and got these cut to size and painted. So just got to wait for that second coat to dry, then I can paint the sides and the other side. Should have that done tonight, and potentially, no, maybe getting them fixed on tonight is a bit ambitious, but hopefully have them painted and ready to go to fix on tomorrow. And as you can see, that's one very distressed woman.
I need a gin.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a gin now in the sun, as it's finally nice and warm.
Pulled out the rest of the beetroot that were here.
Dog's having a good time. Yeah.
It's just lettuces at the moment.
So it's a bit tidier now, so we've got some beetroot to cook up. Wash and cook up. Had some spring onions out our mini planters, 3 more cucumbers off the Mr. Q. So I'd say pretty successful. Also all the wood, the remaining wood from the fencing stuff I've cut up, ready for Corinne's mum to have as firewood in a couple of weeks. We put some more pots out front with a couple of plants. So yeah, just generally a bit of sorting, just doing some more jobs. As well as we haven't been rushed off our feet today. It's been fairly chilled, fairly relaxed, I'd say overall. Haven't been, well, it's been busy this last hour or two, but we had a bit of a lull in the middle of the day. So yeah, I think it's time for a gin, and the carpet now needs hoovering again because of all the mud and mess, because we've been in and out with our muddy sliders. So yeah, time for a gin, feed the dog, and probably cook dinner. Then take him for a walk, and then hopefully a bit of a chilled evening, and get ready for work. Ugh. As you can see, he loves it, just sitting in the sun having a sniff, bless him.
Did you say as well that I've prepped the potato bags ready for our winter potatoes?
Oh yeah, didn't say that. So yeah, the potato bags that are just down here, those 4 beauties, are now full with soil, ready to go for the winter potatoes. So bring it on. So yeah, that is pretty much our day and weekend. We've actually got quite a lot done.
We have.
All things considered. Now we need a weekend to actually have off. Yeah. So yeah, catch up with you guys in a bit.
It is all happening now. So we've literally just had dinner. We had Korean fried cauliflower and chicken with potatoes. So yeah, it was really nice. We've prepped our lunch, so this is mine. I've got a ham salad, Jack's got rice, and he's just cooking some prawns at the moment. And I am just about to bake Mary Berry's lemon drizzle cake as well, because I love a bit of baking. A lunch isn't a lunch without a sweet treat, and I just feel like it. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and then we're going to walk the dog. Cake is just about to go in the oven, and I've made the glaze as well because we're going to time it that we do the Barney walk whilst it's cooking in the oven, so hopefully he's not on a go slow, and then we can just put the glaze straight onto it. Mary Berry who?
Well, all this manual labour I've had to do.
Look at the state of me. So,
I'm not much better.
We've done the watering of the plants. I just used my banana water that I had congealing in the kitchen, and I think I'm going to carry on doing that over the next few days until the tomatoes all go red, just purely because we're running out of tomato food and there wasn't any in the shop, and it's free. So yeah, as you would have seen, the cake was baked. It has now been drizzled as well, so it's just cooling down there. Jack's just doing the drying up, and then we're going to wash and obviously get Barney settled and head to bed. So thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you guys enjoyed, and let us know if there's anything that you'd like to see. It's basically just going to be house updates over the next few weeks and months.
Got some good stuff coming in the next few weeks and months, but yeah, just if there's any suggestions or ideas or like food challenges or anything like that. Now we said when we started living together we wanted to do more challenges and things that we now have time for, which we didn't really have before, and like the space for.
And I want to do a big old clean with me, because I only did one when I was living at home with Mum, and obviously now I have my own house, I can clean and talk to my heart's desire. So I just need to find some time really, and also the house needs to be a little bit more organised before I can let you guys in on that. So yeah, we will see you again soon for our next video. Bye.
Ciao for now.